Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Jonathan, and welcome back to Money Talks, where we want to offer you financial information and meet you where you are financially so that you can stick to your budget, manage to pay off your debt, and begin to save on your path to building wealth. Today, I want to help you understand what really is your debt priority. If this is your first time joining me here on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. So when I say what is your debt priority, I mean if you're in a situation where you've saved a lot of money or you're about to get a lump sum of money and you want to make the best use of it and you realize, hey, I want to pay off my debt. Well, how do I know what debt to pay off? And in this scenario, this lump sum of money can help you make progress, but it doesn't dissolve your whole debt. So which debt do I pay off? Well, that's what I want you to know today. So the first thing I want you to do is, again, you should at this point, if you're budgeting, if you've been following through, building your plan for a while, you want to go ahead and pull out all your debts and look at not only the monthly payments, but you want to look at the balances. So that's the first thing. Make sure you have all your debts in front of you so you can make an informed decision. You can look at where you are currently. The second thing I want you to look at is what kind of debts do you have? Is it car loan debt? Is it credit cards? Is it personal loans, student loans? Whatever the case may be. What kind of debt is it? The reason why I say that is because in the case of some debt is sometimes a little bit better to get taken care of first. So if you're looking at your debts and you have a tax bill that's due and you've been making payments, well, the biggest thing is if you can knock out that lump sum of payment, I would say generally you want to knock out the tax first. Because the fact is, out of all the debts that you could possibly have, the tax bill is the one that can ruin your life the most. They can garnish your wages. They can go into your bank account. They can pretty much touch anything you have. So the bill even comes more priority than a credit card, even comes more priority than a car loan, all those different things. In terms of debt, the tax bill has the most implications. Now, what are ways that I might say, well, I could pay off the tax bill, but I also could pay something else off. And so it's conflicting. Well, a good way to really look at that is, so say in the case of you might have a tax bill that you could pay fully off, or you might have a credit card you could pay fully off, or at the same time. So then I would look at what's the minimum payment? You have this lump sum, and the lump sum is only going to go so far. So right now we're not looking at smallest to largest, largest to smallest. We're looking at what's going to get you the best traction. And in any case, by paying things off from the lump sum, you're going to save on interest, which is the big thing that you're fighting against throughout paying off your debt. But in this scenario where you say, hey, I can pay off the tax bill, but maybe I've been paying on a credit card for a long time, or maybe I've been paying on a car loan for a long time. And my minimum payments for the credit card and the car loan are actually larger than what I've been making payments on the tax bill. Well, in that case, I may suggest that you go ahead and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and pay off the car loan. I'm going to go ahead and pay off the credit card for a couple reasons. Now, number one, you have an opportunity when you pay off a car loan specifically that there's more to that story of paying off the car loan. Yes, you have that minimum payment, but you no longer have a car loan. And if you had a car loan, that means you have full coverage insurance. If you have full coverage insurance, that means they probably priced you up a little bit because you had a car loan. So they had a lien against the vehicle. So when you pay that car loan off, typically your car loan, your car insurance should actually decrease. So that's one. Second, you'll be saving on your car insurance, but you'll also be saving that car loan payment. So that's where I said, that's where the math piece comes in. So if you take that car payment, and then you say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and throw everything from my car loan to my tax bill, how long will it take me to pay this thing off? Now, granted, if you're making payments on your tax bill, you don't necessarily have to worry about them going and invading your accounts and things of that nature because you've established a payment plan. But the fact is, there's still one debt you just don't want to carry around. And when you get an opportunity where you can free up some cash flow, and that's the money that you have in the month, that's where you want to make the best advantage. That's where lump sums of $8,000 and $10,000 or whatever the case may be, that's where that comes in handy. You want to look at, hey, can I squash something out? But then if I squash it out, what is the minimum payment that I'm getting? You might have 3 debts that may be around the same amount or may be differing amounts, but the smaller debts may have a larger minimum payment. That's what's most important when you're looking at priority, because the minimum payment is what frees up the cash flow in the month. So that's what can speed you along. Yeah, maybe you can pay 2.5 debts off, but maybe you have 4 debts and all together in payments, you're paying $1,000 a month. And you have an opportunity where you have $10,000, but it won't pay off all your debts. But if you pay them in a good order, you can free up about $650. Well, that's a good jump start to where all your minimum payments are in one thing. You got rid of some of the debts, but when you get ready to go start focusing on that last debt that's available, you will run through that very quickly. So I really want you to understand that it's a blessing to have a lump sum. And honestly, you're paying off debt. So really, there's no really wrong way to pay off your debt. It's when you're looking at this scenario, how efficient and how much more good use could you make of the money? And by efficiency, meaning if I make the right decision, I'm saving my time of being in debt. I'm speeding up my time that I'm in debt so that I can get out. And that's the beauty of the lump sum payment. So in general, I want you to understand your debt priority is taxes first. You want to pay off your taxes. Then you want to go to open lines of credit. So if you have a credit card that's open, if you have a car loan, if you have personal loans, even student loans, things of that nature, you want to focus on those second. And then lastly, you want to look at collection. Because the fact is, collections, they're not doing nothing but reporting. And once you get to them, you can often sell those for nickels or even pennies on the dollar. So it's important that you understand what to do when you get that lump sum, and then how you can kind of make your money go farther. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.